You're tuned into the Inspirational Power Hour. I'm your host, Chandra Wise. Listen, today, guys, I'm so very excited to talk to a representative from the Howard University Gospel Choir. We know Howard University has an amazing legacy of bringing us excellence in education, but also in music and in gospel music. So I'm excited to talk to the manager, alum, one of the members of the Howard University Gospel Choir, Miss Kristen Taylor. How are you, ma'am?
Hi there.
I'm so excited to talk to you today about the Howard University Gospel Choir. So tell us a little bit about this group.
The Gospel Choir was actually founded in 1968, so a little bit over 4 decades ago. Just a group of students who wanted to stay grounded and while they were away from home. And the simple mission is to simply spread the good news. And since that time, we've continued to stay true to that foundation, and we have choir members from all over the world that come together to grow together, but to be hope bringers wherever we have the opportunity to share. And we are what we consider to be the current generation or the frontliners for gospel music and inspirational music. And so we consider it a true honor to be able to do what we do. And our lives are blessed by what we do with the Howard Gospel Choir and certainly just lifting up the name of God. So we are just a group of believers just doing what we believe that we've been called to do.
So this project that you guys have released, tell us a little bit about this, who you worked with, how it came to be.
So basically, in years past, probably just a few decades ago, the choir recorded often. And so we really stand on a legacy of a lot of amazing writers and musicians. Richard Smallwood is an alum of the Howard Gospel Choir, Twinkie Clark. And so we're literally standing on their shoulders, building on what they started. So Glorious God was really birthed out of just the simple truth that we've been traveling around the nation and around the world, and we've been asked to put together a project. And so when you travel internationally, we had a smaller project that we've been sharing, but we've just kind of been bit by the bug to share some music that was a reflection of what we do currently. And so our musical director called together just people that we know. We pulled our team together. We sent out a call for music. We reached out to our alumni just for inspiration and wisdom, and we were able, to pull it together, and we've come up with a project that we believe will bless people from various generations. We have all kinds of music reflected with the project. We called together some of our friends, which happen to be some that many of your audience may know from BT Sunday Best, including Jeffrey Golden, who's a season 7 winner, Clifton Ross, who was on season 8 as one of the runner-ups for the All-Star season, and also former musical director of the Howard Gospel Choir, Brittany Wright, who's originally from Cleveland but here in the DMV area, just an amazing vocalist and songwriter. We've also called together Kevin Golden, who's the brother of Reginald Golden, who is our director. He's one of the producers. We also have Kevin Bond on this project as a production consultant. And so we really just called together a lot of family and friends to put together a project that we believe would bless people wherever they are, whatever age they are, whatever their musical taste is. So the project is a collection of what we would consider to be sacred music. We've got some hymns, we've got some spirituals, and contemporary gospel as well.
And Kristen, that was one of the things that I was going to ask you about with this project, because when people listen to it, one thing that they will notice is that there is a variety of music here. You have gospel songs, you have some sacred songs, hymns, and I'm curious to know exactly how your thought about the importance of making sure that we keep the legacy of gospel music and sacred music alive. A lot of people have been conversing and saying that gospel music is a dying genre. What's your thought on that statement?
Well, I think that is an interesting perspective. One thing I believe is that gospel music is a reflection of the good news. So certainly nobody would say the good news is a dying anything. But what I think that we're dealing with is certainly we are looking at it from a secular lens, and an element of it is business. And so there are some things that we've got to make some adjustments to in order for it to be, I would say, viable in this industry. But as it relates to, what gospel music really is to us, and I think if we were really honest, no one would say that the music is dying. We just got to perhaps make some adjustments. But I really believe that when we really are in our private time, gospel music in each of its different forms meets us all the time. There's never been a moment when you're low and you can't pull on a hymn that you want to hear, or even a contemporary gospel song. So I think that I can understand, why we are kind of putting it in that spin on it. But what we believe is that gospel music is alive and well. Now, when we get to reviewing it from a secular sense, which is when it comes to selling records, then certainly we've got to make some adjustments. But I really believe that people are blessed and affected, and their lives are still changed by gospel music, and we just got to make some adjustments to some strategies.
All right, guys, and we definitely want to encourage everybody to make sure that you support the Howard University Gospel Choir. Again, I'm talking to the manager, one of the members and alum of Howard University, Miss Kristen Taylor. So this latest project, Glorious God, tell everybody, Kristen, how they can get this project.
Absolutely. If you just love Google and you just Google the Howard Gospel Choir, you will probably find all of the different ways to link up with us. But we are certainly on all of your favorite social media outlets. We are on Facebook and Instagram, just at Howard Gospel Choir. If you look us up on Twitter, we are at HGC1968. If you just want to go to our website is www.howardgospelchoir.com. We are also on Periscope at howardgospelchoir.com. And we are on YouTube if you just look up Howard Gospel Choir. And if you just want to email us and say, hey, I love your music, you can email us at info@howardgospelchoir.com.
The music is available everywhere online. The Howard Gospel Choir, Glorious God, their latest project. So, Kristen, if anybody is interested in booking the Howard Gospel Choir to bring you to their churches, how can they connect with you?
You can email us at info@howardgospelchoir.com. You can call us at 202-758-5193. And you can reach out to us on social media. We respond personally to every single request and comment.
All right, so we are about to take a listen to Glorious God by the Howard Gospel Choir. Kristen, I would love it if you would set this up and introduce it to our listeners.
Glorious God is actually the title track, and it's literally just proclaiming the testimony that I believe that we all believe and know to be true, that God is truly a glorious God, and He reigns and He is in control, and we don't have to worry about a thing because all of it is in His hands.